Coach, the weather this time of year in the South, perfect. Fall football weather, and we've got the roof wide open here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in the heart of Georgia. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Green Bay Packers and the Atlanta Falcons.
Ready? 60 Pittsburgh. Look, squeeze. Switch. Now.
Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Jet bomber, 22 jet bomber.
He's checking crowd. Undercrush.
Hey, lock it.
Here's 2nd and 8. And this one caught by Max Williams. 22 yards there, a first down.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
Down. 15 line. 15 line.
Watch the pass. Here we go.
Ready?
2nd and long. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down. So nothing there on the screen that time.
That means all that great acting they tried on offense went for naught, didn't it? Because you have to try and influence them. Make them think that you're doing something else. Make them think that they can get to the passer by letting them by and then setting up the screen and getting downfield. Didn't happen at all. Give a lot of credit to the defense for not tumbling to that one.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Preston Smith able to record his 5th sack of the season.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback.
Go.
20-yard line.
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at the 20. The drive starts with a give to Spiller, and he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Packer first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Stop your body. Sponge. No.
Here's Spiller. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, These pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
Just like that.
On 2nd and 11 now. Rodgers. He's got it to James White.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Here's Rodgers to throw. He's got Adams on the hookup. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Rodgers finding Adams for a Packer first. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10.
Four down.
Now Spiller. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Now Rodgers. He's got it. It's Spiller. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in this paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker, can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? Rodgers now, first down. That's going to be caught by Kirk. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it. They love it because now everyone gets locked in. The confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they look at the sidelines.
Touchdown, Packers! A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
Come on, man. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
Let's go.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Preston Smith in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast and a big sack.
Rock it.
Now a draw play for Gurley. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Here's Matt Bosher now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. This is taken at the 18. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns.
And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Grady Jarrett making his presence felt. He gets the sack. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Rodgers going to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Now a play fake here on first down, and that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands. Guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Check nine.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
Let's go now. 70, Indy.
Watch the run.
General West. Shoot.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Got a man open. It's Ross. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons. A first chance in the red zone for the Falcons now. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line. He'll look to throw toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Todd Gurley, and now it's second down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Preston Smith, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Ready? 60 outlaw.
Check. 42's the mark. Let's get the ball.
Head up.
Back to throw here. And that one's complete to Gurley. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense. You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Let's go. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now,
and that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Packers. Davante Adams, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Packers are able to strike quickly for 6. Lutz with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful.
14. Falcons 3.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
The Falcons take over.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's
Their
go.
own 25-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3-point seeding.
you're after into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts. It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle.
Protein spill. You're out. Get.
On play action, they'll throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick, and they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
6-man. Check curls, check curls, check curls. He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up.
This is Spiller. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Go to 50. Hey, you block over here.
Rodgers throwing quickly out to Adams. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And Adams has it complete. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a 1st down. A quick throw out to Adams on the perimeter. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21.
Big hit.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard. They run with Spiller. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down. Rodgers to throw for it on 4th. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Christian Kirk, his first touchdown on the year. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz good on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. And the defense obviously expecting run as well, as they're going to shut that one down at the line of scrimmage. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the 3rd quarter. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Again, they run it with Spiller. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 13 yards, first down, Packers.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
No. 319, 630.
Good track. Mike 54.
Smooth.
Man, I got you. Mike's 5'4", Mike's 5'4". Here we go, T.
Rodgers now on first down. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
I know you don't get anything extra for degree of difficulty, but maybe you should. He's done absolutely everything in this game today, including laying out for that one.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. It's caught here by Adams. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a gain of 16 and a first down for the green and gold. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. They'll give to Spiller, and he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. A great effort there with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful.
Falcons 3.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Again they run with Gurley. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard.
Ready. 30 base.
Come on now.
Shoot.
Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. Here's Matt Bosher now as he's on to punt for Atlanta. Oh, it's a wobbler here. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action, and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. To throw again on second down. Rodgers, it's caught. This is White. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discredit.
Oh, trying to get that to Adams, but that's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25, and his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
The run on first down gets him a couple up to the 27. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Check 30.
Again on the ground, again it's Spiller. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
And, Brandon, every running back wants to use their speed in order to get out in front of things. Sometimes you just have to be patient, let blocks develop. On that play, that didn't happen.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the third down conversion. Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Rodgers. And that's complete to Adams. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Rodgers now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. Calling a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. Now a handoff here to his running back. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Packers on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. It's a first down following a gain of 3.
I know this game's winding down and people are getting tired, and that's when you really want a big body guy running the football. But I have to tell you, watching him run it, I wonder why they don't use him more earlier in the game.
Yeah, those bigger guys here late in the game, you're trying to protect the lead, usually not as fumble-prone either.
No, that is so true because they are taught, take care of the ball as you surge forward, and you often see them with both hands wrapped around it when they go through the line.
On first down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be second down.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Your trip is here, baby.
And a give this time to the tailback. And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
The Packers on third down. They have been superb, 5 for 6 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Now Rodgers. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 22-yard line. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
I'm here all day.
Rodgers now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. 22 yards as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. What's good on the extra point, and the lead will swell by one more.
Packers 35, Falcons 3.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
Brings up 2nd and
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Get out the field, defense.
They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially, no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But the bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback.
at their own 20-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, Just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
And he's going to be unable to get upfield as they take him down at the 21-yard line. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. 5 men in the secondary now for the Falcons on third down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be taken down about a yard shy of the first at the 29. Give him 8 yards on the carry, and that's going to bring up fourth down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll run for it with Spiller. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory, and it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for Green Bay, they improved to 5-0 now on the young season. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Atlanta, things aren't looking good. It'll be an 0-5 start. And perhaps fortunately for them, they'll get an early bye next week and come back to action in Week 7. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brent.